Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of Ringside Rants brought to you by W.GG. Get your energy drinks on at W.GG. Ringside Rants 10% off is our hashtag. Also, to my right tonight, we have Josh, also known as Bad Karma. And below me, we have Jordan, also known the philosopher of music and everything else. And we were without Phil tonight because he just woke up and he said he'll join us tomorrow night. Gentlemen, how the hell have you been? It's been a week. It has been a week.
Oh yeah, it's been a lot of news we need to cover on wrestling.
Oh,
Yeah,
we got some news to talk about and some facts, y'all. Some facts.
and before we even went live, Jordan come out to us and he said he was having a debate with somebody about the Mount Rushmore of women that belong in playable fighting video games. I came up with two, and Josh has had a good debate, and that's why I stopped him. I was like, this would be great to bring onto the show and talk about as well because it includes sports entertainment, in my opinion, because it's sports, fighting sports, and entertainment. It's kind of like a hodgepodge. And Big Country, how are you, sir? And you mentioned who is that masked man, Austin Theory.
That masked man is who let y'all into the playoffs when y'all shouldn't be there. Ooh, three
I just,
losses and they let y'all get ahead of a school with a much better record. Oh,
but I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm not salty at all because
ain't the first time Alabama gets it handed to them,
I'm
but
not.
they're gonna get it handed to them in this playoff.
Oh yeah, they're going to lose first round. But the bad thing about it is, I wish that would have been us playing Miami. I really do because I think we would have handed Miami their ass. But we deserved a rematch. Hell, everybody else got one. Why can't we?
Okay, no, you want to go over? All right, I would love to. I'd love to blast these two people because they think there's some clowns here. Come on, trying to talk about.
Before you blast him, you asked Josh about his picks. He gave a, and he was
Well,
going
well,
in.
before that, let me
Yeah.
go over the criteria of. No, dude, we have plenty of salt. Plus, we have plenty of spice and plenty of flavor because we also outcook y'all too. But let me go over the criteria, and Kevin's gonna get y'all after a couple years. But let me go over the criteria of what Mike brought up. Okay, so you're looking at a Mount Rushmore, just like we do in wrestling. Four women cannot be more than one per franchise. Has to be pure fighting game franchise. Name your top four most iconic girls, women in fighting games. On one per franchise. Doesn't matter what franchise. Has to be a real
Period.
fighting franchise. So then you can now Josh can do his picks.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so I'm going in no particular order. Now I was just discussing this. I'm going with my picks that of the characters I use. I'm not gonna say the best ones in a franchise.
Now,
I'm picking like the character I use frequently
oh
to
wait, Josh,
destroy
it's not.
people.
That's not what the list is about. It's not about who you think played the best or got you. It's about who's the most iconic to the brand. So this is like me saying WWE's John Cena means nothing or Roman Reigns. They're the iconic guys to the brand, even though we love them or hate them. So you have to go with who is the most iconic woman of a franchise. Not your best and what you love. You need to go with who is the most. If you put it out there in the world, who is the most iconic woman of it? And we all know there's more than four fighting games and plenty, and it doesn't matter who's better or worse. You need a Mount
Uh,
Rushmore. Four
all right.
women that if you show this woman, everybody in the gaming world knows her name. Even if they don't play fighting games, they know who she is. We're doing this is like a popular vote kind of thing, not a best fighter or who may give you the most wins.
Okay, so well, I will still go with Katana. I'll go with Katana from Mortal Kombat 2.
I can salute you for that.
Street Fighter, Street Fighter franchise. You can't get any more better than Chun Li
Agreed.
because I tear people up with her too.
Now, what about all them? What
But
about
iconic? Yes.
what about all those thirsty young dudes about Kemi's ass, bruh?
I mean, Cammy, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm like Cammy.
She's pretty iconic.
Cammy's a good one, but like Chun-Li was the first. Put it that way.
Okay, that's two.
Oh God. Second. Okay, I'm looking her name up right now. Hold on. Let's see. It's
Now,
from
if you
Fatal
got
Fury.
if you have to look up her name, that's kind of bad, dude.
No, because I haven't played Fatal Fury in so long, I can't remember her name. Let's see. Hold on here. Get out of here. Yeah, it's the chick with the fan. I know that much. You know who I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
I can't. Come on, characters, character. Here we go.
It's like a 3-letter name she's got. Like Mayu.
Hi. Yeah. There we go. Maya Shernori, something like that.
Okay, that's 3 for you.
So that's 3. Fourth.
Think about all those fighting games you never mentioned.
I know. I can think of so many fighting games.
You're missing one of the biggest of all time. You're missing
Tekken
franchise.
You got Tekken. You got King of Fighters. You got
Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct. That's another one. That's a good one. But
it didn't last forever, but an iconic one.
Samurai Showdown 2.
I mentioned them. I mentioned Darkstalkers because
that's another one. That was the one I was trying to think of right there. I was like,
she is the biggest character of their entire franchise, but they didn't last long. Now Soul Edge, Soul Calibur, you have that too.
Yeah.
Now Primal Rage. You have a lot
Primal
of fighting.
Rage, that's more dinosaurs.
Yeah, we have a woman in the game.
Is there a woman in the game?
Yes.
Yeah, and there's a guy in the game too.
No, they're one of the dinosaurs is female, and she was actually a witch before she got turned into what she got turned into. But one of the best characters in the game is a female.
All right.
It was a raptor, wasn't it?
Nope, that was Talon. Vertigo. I'm just gonna say because no one's gonna pick this, but Vertigo with the longest tail in the game reached the whole screen. The one in the Scottish level, she was a witch and got turned into that Loch Ness monster looking thing. That like she was out of the. If you had a handheld game, they didn't include her. I don't know why. Instead of cut one of the 2 dinosaurs, but
all right,
that was a female.
With my final pick, I'm gonna go with Night Stalkers, and I'm gonna go
Morgaine.
I picked 4.
That's Morgaine.
Yeah. So it would be. God, it's a toss up between them 2 characters, but
no, you don't have to pick. You don't have to pick above that. There's no order. Just a top 4. You said Katana. You said Chun-Li. You said the girl, which I don't know her name from King of Fighters, and you said Morgaine.
Maya, from Fatal Fury. It would be Maya, and
you said Morgaine's the big one from Darkstalkers. She's the top character.
Well, there's two. There's two females you could pick from on that one.
Yeah,
that's iconic. And I know everybody's gonna pick the one, but I'm gonna pick the cat lady.
Okay.
I can't think of her name right now. But
it wasn't Sophia, was it?
I think that's her name.
But okay, we got some. Okay, Josh. I mean, Mike, you got anything on this?
Oh yeah, 100%. All mine are different. Mortal Kombat's be Sonya Blade. Killer Instinct, we got Orchid. Third be Tekken would be what's her name? The Taekwondo chick.
You gotta do better than that, bro. Because they all have. Which one you want?
I forget her name, man.
And Josh, you did not pick a Tekken woman. Shame on you.
And she was the trainer. She was trained by King.
Go, you're going way young. The young wrestler that was it. I know who you're talking about, but you're going way into the future there. Okay, you're going with I can't even think. I'm trying to think of her name, but Julia.
Julia, yeah.
That was eventually in the match. Okay, wow.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with I know they're not a big franchise, but it is a fighter franchise. Smash Brothers.
Yes, yes, that counts.
I gotta go with Samus.
Damn, well, my mind's blown. Okay, might come out here with some good ones and some mind blowers. Fuck. And me, I'm gonna take two for Mike's list. You got, I mean, Street Fighter Two was the first one, so we got to go with that, and got to go with Chun Li. But I think Josh might have said that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, gotta go with Chun Li. Then in Mortal Kombat, I never chose her, but believe it or not, she was the most popular arcade pick when Johnny Cage was the least. Sonya.
yeah,
I did not care to play this or anything. But in the modern day with her story, with Johnny Cage and their daughter and all that, she's a big part of the mythology and pretty
Yeah.
much the Earth human team and the good guys. So Sonya has to be put in there. It's fair. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky because I don't want to go with a lesser franchise, but somebody that's been there the whole time. So Tekken to me is like the fighter today. It's the best one. Since Tekken 3, they've held that title. I'm like, them and Street Fighter are the tops. So I'm like, okay, who are we gonna go with? So it's like there's two choices. There's Jin's mama, June, that died after the second game and has only come back as like a spirit beast thing years ago and just came back in the new game.
hmm
But she was so popular. But I'm gonna have to go with the character that's been there in every single game, Nina. Nina, the blonde. Nina, and a lot of people said it. They're like Nina. I'm like, boy, she had a weird move set to learn, but the assassin, I'm gonna have to go with Nina. Now, none of y'all said it, and I know it's kind of a dead franchise today. I'm surprised no one said from Dead or Alive Kasumi, who's hot as fuck.
Ooh, Tenor Live. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm not naming her as my pick, but I'm surprised neither one, the redhead with the big tits, the hot one. Yeah. If we could pick a real life chick, she'd probably be the one. But yeah, I'm surprised neither one of y'all picked her. But for a fourth, I had it and I forgot. Let me think. Oh, not a long lasting franchise, but she was the easily the most picked character in that game. I think I'm gonna have to go with Orchid from Killer Instinct. I really do. I really do. I mean, she's iconic, even though they only had two games and a
Killer
remake.
Instinct, Killer Instinct Gold.
She was easily the most picked arcade character. I never used her, but she was awesome. She had the moves. She looked hot. I mean, to me, it's her to me for iconic. So there you go. But yeah. Well, anyway, some kids tried to come on and blast me because I said, and this is gonna go to one of Josh's picks. Said we didn't have Fatal Fury, bro. We didn't have that in our arcades. And I said, well, I went on to play a dumbed down Street Fighter, and they're all naming the chick in the red, which is like I know enough to know she's the signature character with the guy of that franchise. I said, bruh, if you want to enjoy that, go ahead. We didn't have none of that down here. We didn't have. I had in my arcade. I had Darkstalkers, Killer Instinct 1 and 2, Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, Ultimate, keep going. Street Fighter 2, every fucking version, every Tekken,
What's
fucking
up, Anthony?
every Capcom and Marvel game before it was Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah,
Soul Edge before it was Soul Calibur. I'm like, we didn't have no fucking Fatal Fear. And they're like, well, what about Neo Geo? Yeah, we had Neo Geo. You know, we were playing.
Samurai Showdown.
Who the fuck? What were we playing on Neo Geo besides Samurai Showdown? What game we all as a kids wanted to play on Neo Geo?
Fatal Fury. Fatal Fury is Neo Geo.
Yeah,
I know that, but that's what we didn't play. We didn't pick. What did we really pick to play on a Neo Geo console with 4 games?
Pit
Hell,
Fighter.
heck, I never even knew anyone that had a Neo Geo.
Well, the arcades had the system, and some of them had 2 games, some of them had four
Somebody had
games.
money.
But here's what I'm saying. You'd pick the game, but none of us played that shit or Guilty Gear. What did we? What was the game? Y'all are forgetting and thinking fighting games. Don't think fighting
Metal
games.
Slug.
Thank you, thank you. Mike just said it. The game you wanted to play on fucking Neo Geo was any one of the Metal Slugs available.
Man, what you say? That game was amazing. It's like Contra on crack.
Hey, I don't care if it's 1, 2, 3, 8. It doesn't fucking matter. If you saw Metal Slug, your friend that you were there with at the arcade said, "Hey, bro, you want to team up and play Metal Slug? Yeah, let's put some quarters in there, play some fucking Metal, and we'll go play Mortal Kombat and Tekken after. Yeah, let's play some fucking Metal Slug till we die. Fucking right. Don't worry about no fucking Fatal Fury, Street Fighter 2 ripoff C grade."
No, it was more of a Samurai Showdown knockoff.
I played Samurai Showdown because of the weapons, and that came before Soul Edge was around, but before the Soul Calibur series took over. So, did I play it a lot? No. Was I any good at it? No. If I had to pick a fighting game on Neo Geo, what was it going to be? Samurai Showdown, not fucking Final, whatever the fuck, Fatal Fury.
But in hindsight, no, I never did a Super Smash tournament in the arcade against kids. No.
Smash Brothers really what? I don't think Smash Brothers was ever in the arcades.
It was not unless you went to an arcade tournament style where they do that and it's all based on that and you bring like high end, not you put quarters in and play. No, Smash Brothers was never in a game like that. But if you go to a place,
came out on Nintendo 64, so
yes,
they would have to hold a tournament with a bunch of CRTVs.
they did that. They did that back in the day with CRT.
Oh, yeah.
Not locally for me, but the people in the world they had 64s plugged in and had CRT TVs with Smash Bros going.
Well, see, I'm here in the South. We have a thing called what they call Gulf Coast Showdown, and my friend owned a mom and pop type shop, and they had that tournament there once a month, and the biggest turnout was for Super Smash Brothers.
It's
And
addictive. It's addictive.
dude, you're talking about when they were releasing characters and they were hidden characters, and they were talking about releasing packs of characters. Dude, you should have seen all the people up there, man, going, dude, when are they going to release? I want to get on there and learn all their moves. I'm like, oh my God, dude, like these it were grown people playing this game, man, like me and you.
Oh, yeah.
It was insane, dude, and they would win money.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Nintendo 64 came out. Let me see. That was about 96, 97. So I was already in my early 20s. I was in my early 20s when Nintendo 64 came out.
Smash Bros came out in either 97 or 98.
Okay, so I was.
And the second game in the franchise,
27.
after the one after the original, the one on the cube, is considered the one they still hold tournaments with that game to this day. Not a new they still hold tournaments with that game with those controllers because the people are like, this is when y'all got it right.
Now
yeah.
see from Mortal Kombat, yes, I was in part of the lines to playing that game at fucking.
Dude, we had a guild in Mobile, man. We had two guilds, man. We had the snakes and we had the lions, and I was in the snakes guild, and basically we had a tournament every other weekend, and there was two other guilds, but they were below us. I think
this is when I wish Phil was on the show. I tell him, Phil, hit Mike, and Phil would go, Mike, you're a snake. That's when I wish we had. I mean, interrupt you.
But we had them here, and man, I thought I was a badass on Mortal Kombat until someone wrecked me really, really bad.
What was he half your age?
No. This is like grown men. It was all teenagers, and the kids are like, I want to play, and they were like, all right, get off next. A real person come up, a real player come up, and man, I got somebody wrecked me with jacks and knew how to work them.
That's what happened to me the first time I ever played MK2 in the arcade.
Yeah,
I went up. There's this tall ass dude. He must have been 6'2", and I must have been around 10 years old. And my mom's standing there. I'm like, I want to play. And I grabbed my Scorpion, and I was all good at Mortal Kombat 1, flawless, all of that. And he does the whole arm ripping out fatality and everything. And I turn around, my mom's just looking at me like, I'm like, I lost. She's just like, like you shouldn't be playing it.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I remember that. And I tried to do it. I actually did try to do a tournament. Me and my brother did a tournament about 6 years ago. As a bar arcade and everything. They were live streaming it and everything. And I was killing it too. I was like, okay, I'm starting to remember this. Okay, right there. Then I don't know. I got a feeling about the guy that was coming up next to me because I was in the finals. I was getting close, like semifinals. And the guy that came up next to me, I had a feeling. I was like, this is a guy that played back in the day at the arcade every single fucking day. And I went out over there and he's like, he whooped my ass on that. And I was like, you played every day. You played every day on this, didn't you? He's like, yeah, I did. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
because
we would win money, man, playing Mortal Kombat, dude. I love Mortal Kombat.
well,
I think
I grew the way I got introduced to it, and I'm younger than both of y'all, not too much younger than Mike. Sorry, Josh, you're getting ancient. But the
Hey, I am well seasoned.
yes, you are well seasoned without my seasonings. But anyway, a friend of mine. Oh, don't get into that yet. We're gonna get into that in a minute. We'll get into that in a minute. But I was hanging out with a friend, and he had just got the Sega Genesis. We all hanging out, and all he finally got his, and he was like, "Oh shit, your mom's going to the mall. We can go to the arcade, bro. This is game you gotta play. It's called Mortal Kombat. You gotta check this shit out." He's telling me it's like the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I was in an arcade one time before in New Orleans, and I saw two like 20-year-old guys playing it. Like looked like they were on their break from work, maybe older, and they were playing as Liu Kang and Johnny Cage because I thought it looked kind of bland to me. I didn't get to see anybody cool or nothing like that, so I didn't pay much attention. I was looking for Street Fighter. I didn't know what it was yet, and see, he brings me in the arcade. And he's like, "Bro, check this out." And there's people in line waiting, and we're going up to the machine, and I'm like, "Wow, you die fast. You don't know what you're doing, and it's over. And you got to put in another 50 cents." And so I kind of, I tried to play, but I didn't really know. He knew like one move and told me one move, or I learned one move for some guy. Years later, I was out west, almost like an hour from Texas, when I was I don't know if y'all ever been to a Mr. Gaddy's. Y'all might
No.
have never heard of that. This was it was never this was a pizza joint that had the big projector screen where you go eat. It's the projector screen showing like television.
Yeah, we had something like that up here. Ours was called Shakey's.
So it was like that, and sometimes if you were lucky, they had a little arcade. Sometimes decent, sometimes not so much. And I happened to be it. I had a cousin who had a birthday party, and I went out there, and my mom's helping set up the whole thing, and she rented this room where they have a Nintendo in the closet, and you can play and all the shit in a birthday room in a party room, and they had a Mortal Kombat machine with three other like shitty games, and one of the dudes that worked there. He was this young little black dude, but he was old enough to work, so he must have been 17 probably. But he says, "Watch, I'm gonna show you all about this game, bro. I'm gonna show you what you got." And I mastered Scorpion. He showed me everything I needed to know with Scorpion in one day. And he says, "No, you got to learn how to upper kick, lower kick, sweep, and uppercut." They explained everything and all the special moves, which weren't much back then. And that was it. From there, I just took off with I could do the fatality, everything, every time. That was it.
Uh, quick little story on mine as like I played the original Mortal Kombat and the arcades. Then when it got released on the Genesis, I asked my mom. I was like, it was around Christmas time. I was like, I want a Sega Genesis with the Mortal Kombat. So I got it for Christmas, and the first thing I do is I call my buddy Mike up, and it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, Christmas morning, and it's like, dude, I got a Sega Genesis. It's like, yeah, so do I, man. What do you? It's Christmas morning, man. It's like, dude, I got Mortal Kombat. He's like, get to my house now. Now,
Yeah, I hear you.
now mind
We're
you,
go-
it's up here. It's snow. It's like about fucking 3 feet of snow on the ground, and I had to go like 4 blocks to go to his house. So I get there. I got backpack with a brand new Sega Genesis and with a Mortal Kombat note hooked up, played for like 5 hours.
Yeah, if you didn't get a ride, and a lot of people I knew were 30 minutes away, you didn't get a ride, or somebody brought their system, and you were hoping to go to the house to play. That was it. And I didn't have any of the fighting games on the 16-bit era. I did not. I was gonna get it, and issues with that, but I did not get a 16-bit system when they were new. I had my Nintendo, and when PS1 64 came out, I was able to get back in. But for the 16-bit era, I did not have a Super. I played Super all the time in every store. So my mom was shop all the time. So that's how I learned NBA Jam and all that. And Sega,
NBA.
I would play when I love Genesis. Genesis is one of my favorite consoles of all time.
Oh yeah.
But I would have had it back in the day, but my mom stopped my grandma from buying it for me. But I would have had it. But I love the Genesis.
ROTC in high school. Yeah. NBA Jam tournaments. I remember NBA Jam tournaments. I played those a lot too in the arcades.
And it's funny because today I have all these games on my arcade machine, all of them.
And they're awesome, dude. And we're getting way off topic, but it's worth it because of the fact, man.
Well, it's good to me because we need it gives us something a little different to talk about, bring everybody in. But we have when we do get to it, we have major back behind the scenes wrestling news to talk about that impacts the entertainment world, movies, and wrestling.
dude. Not only that, dude. I was doing some research a little while ago, and Ring of Honor don't have a TV deal.
No, they don't.
No TV deal, no nothing. And
I,
Final Battle was amazing. Did anybody else watch it besides me?
You know what? I couldn't catch it, but I did see some of the clips from it, and I'm like, there was some surprises, surprise wins.
yeah,
Wow.
there was.
Wow.
And I told y'all about a week or two ago why ROH doesn't have a TV deal.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
explained to y'all why.
We did we heard it live from Tony Khan why they don't have a TV deal.
Well, he backed up but there you go. But I mean, it's a shame that they don't. And honestly, whoever's producing on that end of the spectrum for AEW wrestling is doing a better job
Yeah.
in ring, especially.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this: the match between Red Velvet and Mercedes Monet.
Which I got right.
Well, yeah, you got it right. But wow, that was a wow match. I did not see that coming at all.
Oh, we didn't go over those results, did we?
No, we haven't.
We'll
That's
get to that. We'll get to that soon. But
Yeah.
but the Netflix one did. But now some other companies coming out and trying to throw some more money.
Listen
Oh.
to this. Listen to this. Anthony even said it. With Netflix possibly getting Warner Brothers, does this affect AEW and their possible TV deal? Because there's no way Netflix is going to have both AEW and Raw on Netflix. And today,
I have the real scoop on it.
well, today there has been announced that Paramount or the Allison family has tried to buy a hostile takeover of Warner Brothers and for $110 billion today with $30 or $35 a share for everything, not just half of the company. They want all of it.
Yep.
They want the whole enchilada. And what that means is they're going to have TNT, TBS, HBO Max, Food TV, Discovery, A&E, Cartoon Network, you name it. That's IP, DC, everything, movies, everything is going to be on that whole situation, and it's wild. It's going to be a legal battle.
Well, there's two. I don't know if Josh has something to add before I get into it, but I have all the legal stuff on it, the reasons why it can and why it can't on everybody and everything. But Josh, you want to add something before I go?
Oh shit! Got me on the spot on that one. But from what I'm hearing is like that there's another company also trying to make a play for it, and
Mhm.
but that's what Mike brought up. But also, I know that AEW is still locked in a deal, even though it's getting sold. They're still locked in till 2027.
Yes.
Yes, this is true. That is very true. That is a true statement. Now, let's go over the details here. We got a couple very big problems, and this could lead to a nasty in court battle here. Okay. We have on one side, we have here's who currently owns. I don't care about the cutting the company in half, and these assets go here, like as in HBO Max, and these assets go here, as in TNT, TBS, the TV deal. Okay, that doesn't really matter. Warner Discovery is the company at this time that owns all of these assets on the Turner side and beyond. Okay, they just agreed. They agreed. Netflix, we agree. We will sell to you for X amount of dollars, X amount of shares, and it will be yours. Paramount. All right, I'm jumping ahead. Before we even get into Paramount, the entertainment world. Okay, for anybody that's not listening and doesn't know, the the way the world works is you have your big media broadcasts, you have your big four. Okay, this started in radio and become national television. You have ABC, you have CBS, you have NBC, and you have Fox. Okay, these four go beyond cable. This is national airwave to what you see distribution. These people are so built up that each one has a massive, major movie production company behind them. And then in the music industry, has major companies backing them. Okay. That's how ironclad these people are. There's also something I'm gonna say this now because I'm gonna bring it up in a little while. There's also something as in you're not allowed too much control by the government. Okay, now this is going to be very important. No one's thought of this yet, but there's a reason, and I'm going to use this as an example. I'm going to sidetrack for a minute. Everybody knows who AT&T is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows who Verizon is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, we know that Verizon bought Alltel years ago, and AT&T bought Singular. This is a more modern take for everybody watching. AT&T was getting ready to own T-Mobile, which T-Mobile and Sprint got together. Okay, the government stepped in and said, "No, you cannot." Do you know why they said you cannot? They said because you will have too much power and too much control, and you are too big, AT&T. This is why Sprint and T-Mobile, which they're both bottom of the barrel today, that's why they got together.
honestly, excuse me. Um, Before that merger, T-Mobile phones worked great. Before that merger, the minute that merger took effect, I know T-Mobile in my area became like shit.
Yeah, but you live in a city. Out here, T-Mobile is ass. You could be in a highway, traveling a main highway, and T-Mobile cuts out 3 towns from to the next town. T-Mobile is like when you break both, when you don't pay your bill at AT&T and you piss off Verizon. T-Mobile's your last resort down here because they're garbage. If you in the bayou or you're on the water, T-Mobile ain't working. You're not getting saved. T-Mobile don't work.
I know.
That's why
That's why I got Verizon now.
this is why all back in the day, Alltel went in the swamps and got the deep areas, and then Verizon bought them, saying, "Okay, we've got all we now they have perfect service. They're not going to go to even at the time AT&T didn't even work out there." So
Mm-hmm.
it's different areas. It's like having a local radio station when you live in a city versus once you drive out of it, it doesn't work anymore. That's the kind of stuff guys like me and Mike have to deal with living where we live. Back to the point. Now, okay, so Netflix is like, yes, we will buy you for X amount of dollars, X amount of shares. I'm gotta stop saying time. The Warner Discovery team, which owns Warner Brothers Studios, one of the big 3, 4 in the world, Warner Brothers. That's like Paramount Studios, Sony that owns Columbia Pictures. All these big time guys. All right, we're talking a lot of power already.
And CBS owns Viacom.
You are correct. So that's just network. That's not even into the movies. Like they have their CBS is Columbia, which is Sony. That's all one team right there. CBS. That's one big
CBS is
team.
Paramount.
Okay, and Paramount got them. Okay, and you see like Disney got a slight deal with 20th Century Fox a few years ago. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we can't control the TV, but we own 20th Century Fox, which Fox in the 80s became one of the big ones. They were powerful enough to join this company since the 30s and 40s in America.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back to where we are. So,
Hey, come on.
the, he's like, yeah, come on, come on.
No, the cat.
Oh,
This
all
cat.
right. So Netflix and this new company is going to be called Discovery, whatever, media, whatever. That's going to be global. So Netflix agreed to this deal. Okay, everybody's like, we're good. Paramount was like, whoa, we'll offer you $30 plus a share and go above your 75, 80 million and go higher. But now that causes great legal trouble because your your Warner Discover already said so. This could be challenged. The first thing is this could be challenged in court and lead to a few years battle. And because Paramount's like, hey, we're gonna pay more. They could say, oh, we renege. We'll go with them, and that which Discovery could say we'll sue. Or Paramount could make the excuse, oh, you didn't give us a chance, even though they were involved, but they didn't give us a chance. Okay, that's just the beginnings here. Now,
Nobody's paid for nothing yet. So
no, and it's gonna take time. It's not gonna happen overnight. This deal, and I think we ought to talk about well. Now you saying Paramount's gonna own everything. The deal with Netflix was they would take over the company that Discovery was going to be split in two. The TNT TBS, the TV side would be okay. That would be one company. It was not. This would not be Netflix running them at all.
Mm-mm.
Netflix would take over HBO Max and licenses like DC and all that, plus Warner Brothers Studio. Okay, so let's get that where everybody understands where we're at. So yeah, now to get to the wrestling point that everybody wants to know, how would this affect AEW? Well, if this Netflix deal stands, if Paramount doesn't get in, the way the deal stands is that AEW is pretty much television deal is the number one, okay? They will be locked in their permanent deal until 2027. Now, let's be honest. AEW has lost 50% of their 18 to 49 demo, not counting ratings. They have lost this year to year. Their money deal, AEW will be in trouble when it's time to renegotiate a new TV deal. Now, the TV deal is everybody. What about HBO Max? What about HBO Max? Is not their main source of income. Now, if you want to talk about HBO Max, this is where AEW gets in fire. Either way, whether Netflix gets it now or Paramount gets it later, HBO Max will be owned by one of these two entities. Now let's look at these two entities, and I've been telling y'all WWE been doing this for years. They've been WWE owns. I don't care who Tony Khan thinks he knows in media. He ain't cut deals. Netflix has a 10-year, multi-million billion-dollar deal with WWE, and Paramount on the other side is all partners with USA on the other side of WWE. So AEW on HBO Max, either way, I would say if y'all looking for something to happen, that would be the first thing that would go bye-bye. Because and somebody argued with me, I said WWE so got their lawyers and they so cutthroat and they so smart, not even with TKO. You know they're gonna have it in their contract. You cannot have business with any other wrestling entity and while we're on the cup. You know it. You know it.
yeah,
You
Oh, what's up?
fucking know it. You know it.
that's what they did with Funko Pops.
Yeah.
WWE has an exclusive deal with Funko. It said we'll let you produce our wrestlers for Funko Pops, but you cannot produce anybody else's.
That's right.
That's
And you
why
see,
you never seen anybody from any other promotion.
mhm, that's
Uh,
right.
Matter of fact, they tried to really what was it? That's why you only got them 3 New Japan ones from the Bucks
Young Bucks and Kenny
and
Omega.
Cody. Then Triple A actually tried to release comic book versions of wrestlers. Did one series, then WWE went in and cut that off before.
Right, right. That's what they've been setting up for years. From
Mhm.
Triple H to Nick Khan, their whole goal is to strangle everybody and take over. And they've been putting the feelers out there, and they've got their hands in the media. But that's what they're going for.
They're a bunch of
Now,
bullies.
it's the take. You thought they crushed WCW. This time, they want the whole world. And I said this before I knew you guys 5 years ago. Phil heard me a bunch of people. I said, this is what they want. It's what they're gonna fight through. Now, Anthony in the comments just said, and I'm gonna respond to him. He said the head of Netflix though say he's gonna keep Warner Bros. A separate thing from the actual thing, not merge it like you saw with Hulu and Disney. The reason he told you that is my next point. The main concern in the pop culture entertainment world is not AEW. Tony Khan and small fries. The main concern in Hollywood right now is if Netflix gains control over a part of Discovery and Warner Brothers, that the movie industry will go down. That is big money. That's entertainment. They're worried that Netflix is going to go stay the online side of business, and that the movie industry and Warner Bros. Will eventually be stifled into that, which has Hollywood. Some people think it's a great idea. Some people think it's the worst thing since mankind ever began. Now, yes, Netflix CEO did say, for now, I do not plan to squash Warner Brothers or the movies. We will leave things as is. Everybody tells you that 46 months before they kill you anyway. Okay, let's be honest. Let's do real life here. But none of this could matter at all. Because if Paramount comes in and Netflix doesn't sue it, take them to court, or says we back off and they're going to pay more, not only will they get what they want, but as Mike said, they're going to get more. And I didn't hear they were getting everything Mike said. If that's true, here's where I'm going to go back to the legal thing. If that's true, that's a lot of power, and the government is going to have to step in and say, "Do we okay this deal?" Or they already have to. Let's pretend Paramount it never got involved in Netflix's buying as is today. Okay, the
Mhm.
government still has to come in and say, we approve or we don't approve, you can make this purchase. This is very real. This is not a personal opinion. This is how things work when you get into billions and billions of dollars of deals and you have so much control. Because the idea is to regulate to where you can't be one entity that monopolizes everything. Back
That's
to
why
my
Disney didn't get involved.
this is back to my AT&T not being able to get a little bit of T-Mobile to tack on with the power they had as the number one. That's the same story. They let T-Mobile and Sprint team together because they both falling apart. Verizon couldn't get them, and AT&T certainly couldn't. The government was like, "No, you can't." So the big question now is one. Let's get down to brass tacks. Does Paramount have a chance to make a real offer with or without court cases to override Netflix to take it all? And two, does the government approve of, when we don't even know if the government was going to approve the Netflix deal, which is smaller, will the government approve Paramount Pictures to completely absorb Warner Brothers, an entire equal, to absorb 25% of the market in movies and entertainment to them? Where there was four, it will be down to three almost.
Well, I'm going to cut you off and I'm going to interrupt.
Well, you didn't. You're not cutting me off and not interrupt because I'm just turning it over to you.
That'll work too. That'll work too. I agree with what you're saying, but I do believe what Anthony's saying too, that Trump is going to abide by the Allison family and grant them control of Warner Brothers. However, if that does happen and Netflix doesn't want to back out and they want to go to war, so to speak, or they want to go to fight this in a custody battle.
Yes, this. You're absolutely right. This is, if Paramount's serious, this is a custody battle because Netflix and Discovery shook hands already. They're like, it's
Yeah.
not done, but we agree there will be a sale. They're gonna have to butt in here and if Discovery decides to say piss on you, Netflix, kind of y'all want a great example of this without the money. What Nintendo did to Sony when they went with Philips and they created the PS1. Same story right here.
Yeah, and it didn't last very long either in court battles.
That might have not been long about court battles, but Nintendo created their greatest opponent to this day,
Yeah,
Sony,
well,
because they
yeah,
fucked them over. I love
yeah,
Nintendo, but they fucked. They were like, "Yes, we will do business with you. We are partners. You're gonna make a disc drive for the Super Nintendo." Yes, and all of a sudden, no, we don't want to do a deal. But then three licensees from Nintendo come out on Philips, and Philips is a new partner before they cut it off. And the Sony exec was so mad. He says, "Go forward with the system on its own," and look what happened. Nintendo. This the worst. This I love Nintendo. Okay, worst mistake Nintendo ever made was screwing over Sony. They created their own worst competition,
hmm
and would lead to their first beatdown in a console war.
Mhm.
I don't know. That N64 was pretty massive.
They lost. That's the first one they lost. They lost to a 32-bit system for very simple reasons. Easier to program for the PS1, thousands of games more because you had more space, more room, more developers jumped on board, and Nintendo lost IPs to Sony. Final Fantasy jumped because they're like, we gotta have cutscenes and do shit with it. We can't do that on a cartridge.
Yeah,
Nintendo had to charge $60, $70. I sold my 64 the month I bought it. I went back to the store, it was brand new, boxed it all up, said, "Yeah, somebody bought me the wrong gift for Christmas. I want a PlayStation. I got $50 back plus a game." Yeah. That's how much more affordable, and it was paying $20 to $40 a game. 20, 30 average, 20 for greatest hits, 40. And this is in 1997, 98.
yeah.
Whereas Nintendo wanted an arm and a leg. And you only had not even 20 top tier games on that system, barely 10.
Hey, look, you got a moo.
The pussy.
He's showing us his pussy. This right here is directed towards you from Anthony. There's one major aspect that nobody's talking about. Comcast and NBC Universal are negotiating with Warner for theme parks for the Lords of the Rings in DC.
Paramount is itching NBC's nuts, dude. They're almost the same. WWE, NBC, Paramount, that's all buddy, bro. That's all buddy. Comcast isn't. That's all one team over there.
Comcast is part of NBC Universal.
Okay. Well, then
Extended
that's
it.
even more.
Yeah, and then on top of that, because if you want to think about it, they're also buddy with
Because Universal, Paramount, Warner Brothers, and 20th Century Fox are the four big movie companies that all have broadcast, distribution, and music. That's your four big powerhouses since the 30s, if not the 20s, to this day. That is the
yes,
powerhouses. The government regulates how much you can have, but those are the big four. Even though people cable we went to dish, then satellite, now streaming. Your big four, just that, who you think fights over football rights and the Super Bowl and all that? That you're looking at the big four.
yeah,
That's that's the movie people. That's just, and now they're all the modern day. This is another part I wanted to get onto. Are we seeing the beginning of the modern day true streaming wars? We've seen people get into streaming. We've seen companies like Netflix. And if Netflix is moving like this, before I knew about the Paramount offer, is Amazon going to be next to try to get one of the other three? Is
well,
this the begin?
Amazon bought MGM.
That's MGM Studios, but still, is Amazon and Apple next to do like a Netflix and say, "I want Fox on"? Are they next? And we know Disney has part of Fox, so that would be
Mhm. Well,
which Disney is with who?
Disney owns ABC.
So you see, that's one of the big four. You got ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. If you looked in life, almost everything revolves around the music industry. Might not be what it is today, what it was, but all your
Yeah.
big that was all media. That's
Fox,
that's the fight.
Fox, Fox bought Searchlight Pictures. That's what brought them into the 20th century. They bought Searchlight. Fox did, and that gave them stranglehold on the fourth. And then they had the Fox Sports analogy, where Fox Sports was big, huge, new, and it took over NFL, took over MLB, took over NHL, took over soccer. Boom, 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 boom. Now NBC has football, soccer, and hockey and baseball. I mean, dude, every single four has something big.
They do,
But
and and when it comes to big money buyout or like who's getting the Super Bowl this year, who's doing, they all trade up. They've all traded up so far. I remember the first time Fox had it, everybody was like, "Wow, Fox!" You know,
Fox
because
got Super
for
Bowl.
until the late '80s when Fox made a Fox network with Married with Children, and all that, Fox was
Yeah.
nothing. Fox was just 20th Century Fox. They put
Uh,
out.
Before it was 20th Century at Fox, it was 20th Century Searchlight Pictures.
Yes, but still, no, we always had 20th Century Fox, dude.
No, yeah, we always had twins. Yeah,
Yeah, that goes back to oh damn
yeah,
like
that's like Star Wars.
color.
Look at the entrance to Star Wars. Dun 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 dun. You know, that's all Fox.
Was not
Was
anymore.
not
Was
anymore.
right, but yeah, well since color TV at least.
Mm-hmm.
But then yeah, that's what did it. And you see, and they did it so smart to where they actually no one thought anyone would touch the big three for years. And you got to remember, back in the day, radio broadcasting was the way to go. FM radio wasn't even AM radio was the big thing in the 20s and 30s and 40s. You had ABC, NBC, and CBS radio broadcast before television got big. It's important to look at because of how much they control. People like to say, "Oh, well, no, it matters." And I'm gonna respond to Anthony here. He's saying that he doesn't think he's thinking people are panicking for no reason about the movie industry. But the truth is, who pushes the narrative in Hollywood? Who does? The actors. Just like they think, oh, what we believe you should believe. When they're completely out of touch, they're gonna tell you, oh, vote for this guy, but you don't realize he's raising the price 6 times on you for what you eat because they don't know what that's about. The in the industry, the people that push the narrative are always the ones worried more about their money. And so you have half a side of Hollywood saying Netflix having it could be a great thing. It's a great move to the future. The other half is saying our movies, our industry, our income, our big box office releases could go away. There could be no box office anymore. That is true. But it comes down to, well, one, are y'all still making good movies? And two, are we the consumer gonna still go pay and go watch it? It don't matter where, as long as we get to the box office. But and you two guys, as we just said earlier,
Mhm.
Josh is ahead of Mike's ahead of me by like a year or two. Josh ahead of me by a good bit. How many times are we really gonna break on? How many times are we really gonna break our neck to go sit in that theater and buy that $6 biggest box of popcorn we can have and that $6 drink after a ticket to watch that one movie? Because just because we want to see it in the theater with sound, when half of us or more have it in our house and can do that.
First and foremost, what are you talking
First
about
of
six
all, yeah,
bucks?
popcorn and pop are way more expensive than that.
Wow, dude! I think like, dude, where are you going to get these cheap ass popcorns and drinks, man? Because I mean, that's a small, maybe. I'm thinking large, dude. Looking like
Well,
12.
y'all getting ripped off because down here it's legal to bring in your own food now. If a cop checks it, you don't have to pay anything. You can get a $6 matinee on Tuesday, or you could pay a $10-15 ticket to walk in, and you can buy 60 McDonald's chicken nuggets and walk in. It's been like that since the 2000s
Mm.
because they know that they will not have no business if we can't walk in, and they know the kids can't afford the food. I went to see Halloween 2 when Rob Zombie released it in 03, 4, 5. And I was blown away because my good buddy told me, he says, I said, nah, I'd like to watch it, but man, he says, nah, we get in there for $10. So what about, I said, I want popcorn. He's like, man, you ain't even got to do that. He says, bro, you can bring in your own food now. You don't know this. Then they can buy liquor in there too. They got a bar. So I don't want no liquor. It's probably going to cost an arm and a leg. But he's like, nah, you can smoke your joint outside. And he says, we went in there with 60 McDonald's chicken nuggets, each a soft drink. And he was an old time cop, like 60 something years old. He went, y'all good, see y'all. He
Damn.
checked all three, and we went in there, We sat down. We watched the movie. I'm gonna tell you a story real quick. I don't want to jump too
I, I
far.
got I got to tell Monica always the bring the big purse.
Well, that'll get you if you're not allowed. But some of these other, and this is an AMC theater, by the way, that lets us do this.
Oh yeah, AMC.
Yeah, they let us. You are allowed to bring in food if it's checked at the door. Yeah. So we go in there, we sit down, and we watching this movie. We got all our food, all our stuff. We not we. We're in our 20s at this point, all right, or whatever. I'm probably 25, or I don't know what it was at the time. We ain't causing no trouble, doing nobody nothing. Theater's not packed. You could not a lot of business at all. And we hear some bitching behind us. This woman starts, nah, 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 nah. And okay, we're watching the movie. She goes off again. We're like, huh? Then she yells a third time, motherfucker spitting on me, throwing ice, da, 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 da. And she gets up and walks over, and we're like, bruh, you way up there behind us. What we done to you? You will. How are we supposed to spit on you when we over here watch? We in front of you. Like you claiming we spitting on you because we the closest people because there's no one sitting 30 seats away? Yeah, that's how dead it was. The movies, modern movies. But we're like, how the hell are we spitting ice or dumping coke on you and her? The dude she was with her dating, he just shut up and walked with three dudes, you know. But he just got up with her and they went to sit somewhere else. So when we got out the movie, we went up to that old dude, the cop that was like 65. We went up to him and we said, "Hey man, Eddie's he's like this woman went nuts thinking." He's like, "Oh, don't worry about that." He says, "She just must not be a regular. The ceilings leak out here all the time. The ceiling was pissing on her. Y'all didn't do nothing wrong. Y'all okay?" He said, "Y'all okay? Y'all are good dudes. I can tell. Come back anytime."
The last time I had a problem, uh, me and my ex-wife, we went to go see Justice League movie coming out. Packed. It was packed. For some reason that movie was packed. And we were sitting next to these two girls, and every time that Jason Momoa came on screen,
Oh
they just
God.
freaking creamed him.
Oh,
It's like, oh my God, like Jason Momoa, Lisa Bonet is so lucky to be having that. Look, you can suck that dick anytime, and then all that. I'm like, and
This,
wife, my,
eh, eh,
my, my wife at the time was like, just like, I can't believe this. Like, I'm like,
ain't
girl,
ain't that
shut the hell up. Mm.
ain't that dude when he cuts interviews such a pussy? And he's such a pussy. You could tell he's the biggest like softy ever. Like a
Yeah.
pin would pop that dude. He's such a softy. You know,
Oh yeah, he's a
oh,
huge middlehead. Huge middlehead.
I don't want to carry on because your guys got to talk. But I'm gonna one last thing. Yes, I could go to the movies today, and I get for $6.50. I get the big box of popcorn. I'm allowed to
hey,
dump. I'm allowed to dump all the butter off. I want to stand there 5 minutes and press the button, and I get a free refill.
do you know somebody, bro?
No,
That's all.
that's prices down here, bro. Because no one's gonna go to the movies if you fuck them. That's like putting beer at over $3 a bottle. That's not gonna work down here. That's not gonna fucking work. People are gonna say piss on you. Do like my town did. Build their own sheds with 50 men and throw their own party. And goodbye bar. Yeah. Oh, your bar went up 50 cents on the beer. I'm building a $50,000 shed. Everybody's involved. All right. Everybody come in here. Let's have a fire out there, and the women can booty shake over there, that music, and we can rock out over here. And there you go. Your bar closes down. No one's gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My people don't play, bro. My people don't play.
our ticket prices up here are fucking ridiculous. Like between like a standard ticket is like about I want to say at least $13.
It's
That,
about 50.
that's a standard seat.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
if you want to see like IMAX or 3D, it's like you're going up to like almost damn near $20.
I could tell you a regular theater out here, a regular ticket, $15. But if I don't have to pay 7 for popcorn and 7 for a drink, I'm okay with not paying 30 a ticket like it used to be.
That's
Yeah,
why I have
once
Monica to bring the big purse.
well, oh, if you can get away with it, yeah. But yeah, it was common 10 years ago for before you buy anything, $30 for a couple to go see a movie. That was
Oh
common down there. That was common.
yeah.
Regular movie theater, no fancy, no IMAX, no glasses, sit where It 15 a person, but we'd always have this. If you get a matinee like on a Tuesday night, might be
Yeah,
$6, $7 to go see that thing if you're available because they had no business.
yeah, yeah. And a matinee is one thing, that it's always that. Yeah, we got matinees up here, and that's cheaper. But I'm talking about like when you want to see that, like you talk about me that works from 7 to 3. Then I get home and I got to do some stuff around the house. It's like I can't go
Well,
run right to run right to the theaters.
their idea of a matinee down here is if you go on the random Tuesday night, it's that price all night.
Yeah, true story.
So,
But
Like that $6 ticket or less.
all right.
Today,
Well,
today I'm sure it's six,
we,
750.
guys, we have gotten way off topic.
No, not no, we really haven't. Because we're
I
talking
know
about the entertainment industry and what it means if Warner Brothers gets bought. So we really haven't. This is the
the
main concern
Marvel
is
Studios is a
the
huge, huge piece of Hollywood.
yes, and the main idea is AW on television is fine until 27. But the main problem with this acquisition, no matter what each company gets it, is Warner Brothers, the DC license, all of that is the main concern here. Tony Khan is fine until he realizes he's only going to get paid half what he got paid last time because their numbers are down. The media and the entertainment
Also,
business is the real punch in the
NetherRealms.
mouth.
Also, NetherRealms too.
Yeah,
That's part of the Warner Brothers deal
Yes,
too.
yes, you get all of that. Yes, they all want to, but that's the main concern here, and it does link in very. That's really what I want. That's why I'm talking about all this. It really does link, and I can't say I'm enjoying it now. I will if I watch back or what I've been looking at, but this is really what this conversation is about. Tony Khan is small fries and AEW compared to the entertainment business, the actors, California, Hollywood, and the movie industry of how this is going to be impacted. Whether Netflix gets it and the deal continues, if approved by the government, or Paramount overrides them for more money, and then the government's really got to prove that. Either way, that is the fight right now. It is entertainment culture. And what does entertainment culture cut back to, people? Sports entertainment. USA Wrestling, the big two. That's right. And that's exactly what WWE and AEW, like I'm not Phil, are involved in.
yeah, true story.
Exactly.
And and my problem is it's going to be a knockdown drag out for
All long. It's gonna take time.
on the
You
short term. AEW is not going to be affected by either company.
shorter
Long
until they own. Oh, go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
long term is where it's going to be affected.
Yes.
Long term is where it's going to be affected by Paramount and by Netflix. Netflix is going to have to. They're going to as soon as they go to Netflix. If it goes to Netflix, HBO Max goes to Netflix.
That's the
AEW,
first concern.
AEW is going to get kicked off that network.
Yep. That's the first thing either company. If the government, and a lot of people take this seriously, not a grain of salt, everybody watching, the government can and will review your case and decide if it doesn't matter what kind of money you got, how good you are for it. If the government says you're getting too big, they can say no. They can veto you buying this entity. Now, it was already somewhat in question with Netflix, but not too bad because they had it in half. Paramount going this big and taking over Warner, that's questionable. Very
Well,
questionable. I don't think this has ever happened in history, a move that big. I don't think so.
no, but the government does want Paramount to buy it more so than Netflix because Netflix is it's a different organization. They've already just purchased um, they just purchased the rights to Raw, and just the rights alone for Raw were almost a couple of $1 billion.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah, but when you're
And,
not when you're not producing quality content,
It,
and that's
it,
the problem, dude. There's
it
no company is producing content.
that,
And
well, that's a great point to get into, Mike. But before you do, let me say something about what Josh said. Quality content don't matter if somebody's still giving you top dollar. Does it suck for the consumer, the fans, us? Yes. It's no different than me and you buying a record, Josh. How much are you willing to pay to put value on that product? If people keep giving WWE money with their subpar product, they'll keep putting on a subpar product. If Tony Khan was to get bonuses, he'll say, I could keep sliding by. And you know who's going to get affected first by all this?
So,
AW Tony Khan in 27 is the first one that's going to come up because the Netflix deal with WWE is 10 years. They're locked in over there on USA with SmackDown. They've got all their partners. This is where it comes back to AEW. No matter who gets approved to buy the Warner Discovery deal, I'm saying Warner Discovery. Yeah, that's right. No matter who gets approved on that, Tony Khan don't realize his value is getting ready to go.
he's got to turn it around, and he has to do it now. He can't wait till next year. He can't wait till the middle of next year.
And there's
He has
only
to,
one way. There's only one way. And do y'all think he has? Y'all think he has not the guts, not the balls. Y'all think he has the not even the heart. You think he has the mind to do the right thing, which is get the fuck out of the way and hire real people to run the company?
no,
I don't. I don't.
no,
I don't see it. And I think it's going to take him losing HBO to maybe wake up.
yeah. Oh shit! But
Oh,
now we can get into, like I was saying earlier, though. All this is going to affect long term. It isn't going to be affected in the short term.
You are correct.
And I need something to drink.
all right.
Good.
Then,
And then
Josh, you got some stuff you want to add on this?
actually, I was gonna say we need to start segue into ROH.
Yes, we did that.
Gives
Well,
our ROH results.
well, we need to kind of wait a minute on that because Mike needs to step away. But we do have the results on our ROH pick'ems when Mike gets back.
Boys, I'll be right back.
Yeah, go.
boys, and his red shorts.
Hey, man, don't be looking at my booty.
Yeah.
You bum toucher. Did you just touch my booty? You just touched my bum, didn't you? You bum toucher.
I grabbed it, man. Full palm.
Bum toucher.
Josh, set us up for what's next. ROH.
All right. Excuse me, I got a little bit of cold here, so. All right, we had ROH. Was it Final Battle, right?
I believe that's what it was called.
Yeah, Final Battle. We got the results of that. Also,
we did a pick'ems between the group members, all four of us.
then I know NXT had a pay-per-view this Saturday as well. So we probably could do that. We'll probably do NXT results tomorrow because it is getting late. So, but we'll do we'll review our ROH predictions. A lot of shakeups. A lot of shakeups in that pay-per-view. A lot of things that I didn't see coming.
I thought I didn't get to watch the whole thing consecutively. What I did get to see of the RH pay-per-view, I will give it thumbs up. I thought the action was good. I thought it was enough story without being too overly story driven. I thought it was not an overly long paper. I thought it was hand managed. I think that show put AEW pay-per-views to shame to me.
Yeah. I think the last pay-per-view was really freaking good too.
They've been on a kind of a streak. The sad thing is, with the current Warner deal, Tony Khan admitted we all watched. I know probably not everybody watched it. We watched an interview with Tony Khan with what's his face? What's his name?
Zilla, right? Something like that.
Ariel Helwani.
Yeah, there you go. Ariel Helwani. Yeah.
Which they had problems in the past, and they were like, well, let's smooth it out and get along. So Ariel Helwani did not give him any hardball questions. Tony Khan only barely answered 3 questions the entire 2 hour and something show. But what we did get out of him was that his current deal will not allow him. They won't give him the money he wants to have an ROH show, but at the same time, they won't allow him to put ROH on any other network. So pretty much, we're paying you what we're paying you, which is nowhere near WWE, but screw you. Yeah. So they pretty much told Tony Khan, get on, bitch. So, and he's got to take it. So.
Well, at least it's not dead. You could still see the show. Was it was it via internet, right? Or like
Yeah.
subscription. There you go. That's what it was.
Is it the site on the app? Is that the one you used to watch? Well, wait. There's an ROH Honor Club you can
Yeah,
subscribe
that's
to
what it was.
monthly. Yeah, there's an
I
ROH
know the
Honor
site
Club.
I watch it on.
Yeah. Well, we're not even going to touch that. But anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
there is an ROH Honor Club. You pay. I think it'd be more than $5. I don't think it's 10, but you can catch ROH stuff like this. Was a good if you like wrestling action, light story, not soap opera drama. This would be your show, and it was. They've been doing pretty good lately. I have to give it to them. I think I put them right there behind New Japan. Honestly, it's been pretty good, and they're heavy on the wrestling. They are heavy on the wrestling,
And
and that's a good thing.
as for AEW Dynamite and Collision has really stepped up. I mean, this tournament, this was it Continental Classic? This Continental Classic tournament has been really
Yeah.
uh, banging matches. Really, a lot
Tony
of
Khan has taken a page out of New Japan's book again, and he's not only doing letting the action speak for itself, but he's also doing finishes you don't expect, which is what we want. We want surprises. Eric Bischoff told everybody years ago, "Here's how you do it." Fans want surprises. Give us who thought Claudio was going to lose to Mascara? Who saw that coming after he beat Mox? No one.
yeah. Heck, I didn't even see him winning against Mox. I'm like, fuck.
That's the kind of stuff they need. That's keep that up. Keep that up. That makes people want to watch. Oh, I don't have to watch this week because I know John Cena is going to beat Zack Ryder. No, no, that's not at all what this was. We got a man going over another man that just beat a top man that we didn't even see come. That's good. That's good entertainment. Not to mention a good match. Keep that. Put that in AEW some more. Bring it over, Tony. Don't be greedy. Bring it over. Yeah, Mike. We were talking about the aspect of not only RH has been very good on the wrestling front, heavy wrestling and light story, not soap opera, and been on a kind of a roll lately, but also that the Josh jumped into the Continental Classic talking about, and I said he pretty much took a page out of New Japan's book, be unpredictable in your booking. We saw Claudio beat John Moxley, which I think was awesome and done very well. No one looked bad, everybody looked good. Then we saw Mascara beat Claudio in which I don't think anybody had on their bingo card, but hey, that's a reason to watch the program.
Yeah.
I approve. I'd love to see Claudio go all the way, and he deserves it. But we just saw Claudio get a nice CMLL, nice shiny piece right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and deservedly too. But that I think Tony, I think what they're doing in that Continental Classic and already needs to be more. Bring that more to AEW. Bring it over, Tony. Bring it over. Bring it over. Another thing I liked, Mike, that I mentioned to Josh while you were gone was the length of the ROH show versus AEW pay per views. We got it jam packed. It did not have to sit there for 7 hours. That was nice. That was
4 hours.
nice. That was nice. That was
Five
nice.
actually. 5 if you collect. If you
I'm
collect.
okay with that. I don't want 6 and 7. That was fine. That's fine. Bring more of that over. Quality versus quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they killed one of the matches because she's injured, Queen Aminata.
Well, it happens, but it
Yeah.
happens. Look at Darby laying in it. What we all just said not even a month ago. Darby keeps it up. He's gonna be in it. Look what happened to Darby. Look at that.
Hospital.
Laying in the
I
bed.
gotta, I gotta watch the match where he got injured. I'm like, what the hell happened?
Not the most special thing to see. Nothing like a Sid breaking his leg that gruesome or that noticeable. Maybe I would put it on. I'll compare it to when Finn fought Rollins for the title and he dislocated the shoulder and we didn't know it till after.
Oh,
Kinda-
I knew it immediately. I knew it immediately. You see the shoulder right there, and he had to fucking pop it right back into place.
Okay, that might be a little more obvious than Darby selling when he was hurt, but along those lines. So not, you didn't know till after the match. No, you really can't go on, and I take that back because you saying that about what you got there, Mike.
Spicy crackers.
Whoa, spicy crackers or those when they drip them in garlic and butter and do all of.
These are homemade, man. My cousin made
That's what I'm
them.
talking about. I'm talking about we got a Cajun cracker they do down here like that. But
Hmm.
some of them I don't like. They're a little too strong for me. Not spicy, but strong.
Yeah, these right here are pretty good. They're missing some cayenne pepper, but other than that, they're fine.
Because they got one type they do down here that's covered that's ranch soaked in cracker, and then they got one that's crawfish soaked.
This is
Nice.
more of a crawfish soap.
So like a ball peanut, but crawfish style. I know where you coming from, brother. We state neighbors for a reason.
Hmm.
All
You
right,
already know what I'm getting at.
Mike, you need to pull up the results of ROH Final Battle. And
They're incomplete.
they're incomplete.
I'm gonna tell you why they're incomplete. I had a death in the family Saturday.
Okay.
Um, my cousin, who was like a brother to me, passed away, and
Sorry to hear it. By the way, I saw it in the chat, Mike. Sorry to hear it. Hope y'all are doing the best y'all can.
Yeah, man.
yeah, he was younger than me a couple of years. He was my brother, man, like legit, and we fought all the time, but we always came back together like glue.
Y'all were like brothers.
We really were. He had two. He had an older brother and a younger brother as well, and I considered him my brother. But he passed away Saturday, and I know Ring of Honor's final battle was on Friday. I didn't get a chance to watch it until Saturday, and I was in tears most of the time, and I couldn't really watch it, man, without thinking about him. So it's incomplete on the card. I do know who won and lost the matches because I did watch them, but it was hard for me to keep track of doing the numbers
Well,
in the card.
well, if you want to do it, Josh saw the whole thing in order, didn't you, Josh?
No, I didn't. I only saw like bits and clips. So
I saw the whole thing. I know who won and lost. I just didn't put it on the notepad.
Well, we know that. I mean, I think we can announce it now, didn't we? Don't we know who won this?
Pretty much, I think either you or Josh won this.
Not me. Not I might have been second, but I didn't win. Josh, I believe, won.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let's check this list.
Josh, let us check this list, man.
Oh,
Let's
my
see.
bad. I'm thinking back to last week when Josh was all happy he won the WWE, but we forgot to mention that the Bears got crushed by the Packers.
No, they did not get crushed. We fucked up
No,
again.
no, they
We
didn't get crushed. I will admit when they get crushed, they didn't get crushed. They got beat. Okay, there's a
You
difference.
lost to the cheese, bruh. You lost to rotten cheese. Do I have to say anymore?
No,
No, fucking Caleb
No,
Williams.
no.
No, Caleb Williams fucked up, threw that long ass pass instead of going for a first down. Then probably would have scored a touchdown and went for a 2-point conversion, and we would have won that game. No, he fucked up. That was a bad call, right?
Do I need to give him the chant, Josh? Do I need to do it? Do I need to do it? You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. That's for our classic ECW old school fans. Thank y'all very much. Not WWECW, the real ECW. Like when Joey Styles said to piss off, the real ECW.
Yeah.
so I did, however, do the 30-minute Ironman Nigel McGuinness and Lee Moriarty match.
How did that go?
It was good, man. It was, and you, Jordan, had the win 4-3, but it went to Lee Moriarty instead of Nigel McGuinness. So I gave you half a point for it, even though you had it going the wrong way.
Okay. I have nothing on this match. So who won? I did not get to see it.
Lee Moriarty won.
Lee Moriarty won.
Okay, he went over, but he got the 4-3 when I picked Nigel. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was really good, man, because and then Phil got the other half point for being first pinfall for Lee.
Okay, so in the end, it was one of the scenarios we suggested. Nigel went out there to put on a clinic and put over Moriarty.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have no problems with that. I thought, well, this tells us one thing. Nigel's done short of exhibitions. That shows us that that's it for him. That's what this match shows us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no problems with that. And you know what? I'm gonna give praise to Nigel for putting over Lee Moriarty and doing the right thing, and he got to shine and have at least one great match. Who knows what? We're not disclosed to his health. For all we know, Nigel could be, bro. You might have a year. You might. We don't know. We don't know.
So who got the who got the first pin?
We got the first pin, Lee Moriarty.
Moriarty, which gives Phil a half a point.
I have a point. Okay.
Yeah, you got the whole point because of the fact you got it. You got
I
Lee
got the
one
winner.
over.
Okay. All right. So
And then
then
the
now
next-
we go to
Athena versus Persephone. Even though this is not in order, this is the way we have it written down. I'm going back and changing
That's
points.
fine. That's fine.
Athena won this match, and it was a very, 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 very close match. When I mean
yeah.
close, I mean Persephone. I thought had the match won three
Well, I
times.
mean, you're looking at let's look at the talent. You've got Athena, who's beyond pro/veteran. I mean, she's no joke. Why Tony Khan doesn't have her on his damn main roster? Fuck him. And what you call her, Stephanie? She's she's not new, but you can tell that CML. Everybody knows she's gonna be a star. I'm waiting for. I say give it a year and a half till Triple H sends some feelers to try to steal her away. I'd wait for it because she's the next Stephanie Vaccaro. I'm telling, maybe not identical, but she's that good.
Oh, dude, she's an amazing wrestler, man.
She's amazing. She's fucking, and she's
Amazing.
got her own attitude. She's got her own. She could play face or heel. She right now she's like one of the top two women in CMLL. Like, do not underestimate that woman. She is money.
Yeah, and dude, it was a very, very, very. Like I said, man, I thought for real. I'm not even joking, man. I thought Persephone won it three times.
Yeah. Okay, so that puts Josh in the lead right here.
Right there is what put Josh in lead and
Okay.
got me on the board. And the next match will be the Ring of Honor Women's World Television Championship match between Mercedes Moné and Red Velvet.
Which I knew this was the way he flip flopped it. It was obvious to me.
Yeah, and you and people came on the board. And I'm going to be honest, this right here was Mercedes Moné's best match ever in Ring of Honor / AEW.
Well, that's a good thing for her, but especially that people are fading out on her. She had to put on a good match, so this is good. Good for her. She's not worthless or wasted. Nobody's saying go away, even though you got a main title. And this should tie me and Josh.
Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't tie; you got on the board.
Me?
Yeah, you just got on the board.
How
Yeah,
I got?
Well, I
You got
got
half
the, I
point.
got the Lee Moriarty.
Oh, I had a half a point. Okay. I get it.
Yeah, you got a half a point.
Yeah, my apologies, wrestling fans. I'm not used to losing.
You still lose.
I was expecting I had a point on everything so far. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everybody picked this one.
Deonna Purrazzo beat Queen of Manana because it never happened.
So what? Okay, Mike. What happened?
Who she wrestled then?
Yeah, that's what we want to know.
Okay.
If Queen Amidala from Star Wars couldn't wrestle, what took the place of this match?
The final match between Billy Starks and Deonna Purrazzo. Billy beat
Okay.
Yuka Sakazaki on the 0 hour.
Okay.
So
Oh wow! Wait. So one of the women in the final four got knocked out on 0 hour.
yeah,
That's kind of. I understand you have to pull an audible, but Tony Khan, that's kind of fucked up, bro. Even though you
kind of
we knew-
awesome actually if you think about it, because now you want to see who's going to win, either Deonna Purrazzo or Billy Starks on the main card.
Yeah, but to me, Billy Starks ain't proven, and I knew he wasn't going to let the Japanese woman win because it's Tony Khan. But I mean, that's kind of fucked up to do that to that girl. He better do a good in a few weeks, coming to a month.
We shall see, Sire. We shall see.
Like,
And this
he
is where
owes her one for her being scrubbed off the main card for that. He owes her one.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, no, not kinda. Really, you advertised her as a Final Four and your women on your main card, and she don't
She
get to
showed
fight on the
up.
main card.
She showed up, and we'll talk about that here in a second, because here we got Billy Starks and Deonna Purrazzo in the match, and I lost this match. Big time did I lose this match.
Well, I
So,
mean, what did you expect? Deanna Perrazzo was going to go over Billy Starks or Japanese woman.
uh, yeah, I
I mean, there's
guess.
no way. Deanna Perrazzo is wrestled in all. She's your mini. I've been everywhere. Yeah, I'm still not old. Put the belt on me. I'm your veteran. I'm your getting ready to be your veteran in 2 years. Put the belt on me. I've been everywhere.
Yeah. And Deanna took it over, and then whenever she won, Queen Amanada came out there and looked at her and pointed at that belt and said, "It's me
Yeah,
and you." And
yeah.
then,
She could point all she wants. She ain't winning shit. All right,
yeah, we know. And
All
then
right.
it was an eye match. I mean, it was Deanna Prazo's to win.
of course. And
All right.
and for everybody crying about poor Billy Starks, she's young. She's got plenty of time. As long as she don't get injured, y'all are gonna get her moving up. She's got plenty of time. Y'all relax, chill, take a Valium.
All
Yeah,
right.
she's great.
So the ROH Tag Team Championship.
Yeah,
Sammy Guevara and Beast Mortals versus Dynamite Kid, Tom Billington, and Adam Priest.
yeah. The Hillbilly Bulldogs.
Okay, I did not see this match.
The Hillbilly Bulldogs did not win this match because Hechicero came out and cost them the match.
Ah, we had a little bit of fuckery. Ah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, a little bit of fuckery happened.
But you know
Ain't
what I like even.
Hechicero,
You know what I like even more. That I got a point.
Yeah, you got a point. Yeah.
Hechicero ain't that Don Callis?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which we're all factoring into the main event that we haven't got to yet, but it gives. So I'm in the lead now. No, I'm not.
no,
Nope.
I'm
You're a
still in the
point
lead.
behind.
All right, so where we at now? Josh is winning.
6, the 5, the 4, the 4.
All right, well,
Well, I'm sorry. 6, 5,
4-3.
okay, so I'm third.
3, 3. 6, 5, 3, 3.
No, you're second.
Oh, I'm actually second. Look at that.
Yeah, and I'm tied with Phil on 3.
Okay.
No, you're at 4.
No, I'm at 3.
Oh, oh, okay. You tied with Phil. Okay. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, Phil came on the board late. I came on the board real late. I just assumed I was doing good. I was not.
All right.
In this match right here for the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team championships, we got screwed on this one.
Okay,
And
what happened, Mike?
Shane Taylor Promotions prevailed, man, and it was a shit show. I mean, it was a shit show. Skyflight should have won this match. Hands down, should have won this match.
Damn.
Okay, so tell us a little bit of backstory of what went down in the screw job and all this. Tell us.
It wasn't a screw job. It was just Shane Taylor Promotions just.
It was a beatdown.
No, they cheated to win, man. It was first Leela Gray and what's that other chick's name? Fuck. Whoever comes out with Shane Taylor Promotions, she came in the ring and Leela Gray got in the ring and they fought. Cat fought. Almost
All right,
beat
so
stopped out.
so this means one or two things. Either what you call them, Skyflight. Skyflight is either gonna get a big win coming up, or they're gonna be treated like shit.
And then Daniels got in the ring and gave another member of Shane Taylor Promotions the Angels wings.
All right, so this is leading to probably a rematch, but either Skyflight's gonna do good, or Tony Khan's got him as a low mid carder or low carder.
Yeah, which really sucks.
That it does suck considering the talent on that team, and
Yeah.
that's a great example. If it does go, I'm not saying it will. If it does go that way, that shows Tony Khan is being tone deaf to us fans because all four of us picked them.
All right. So no points there.
So this is where everybody won a point at Ricochet and Dalton Castle. And there was another match added to the card between Josh Woods and Eddie Kingston.
Well,
Which
no one.
I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah, but no one voted on that, so that doesn't count.
Right. But Josh Woods ended up taking the L for that one too against Eddie Kingston.
Well, I was going to say I don't know who the hell a Josh Woods is, and I know who Eddie Kingston is, as old and out of shape as he is, so he's going to win.
Yeah. So
Doc,
this right here,
how good was this match?
what Ricochet and Dalton Castle,
Did we
Yeah.
get some story? I'm hoping the two of them played it up and didn't just fight.
dude. Dalton Castle was great. That's all I'm gonna say is Dalton Castle is by far one of the funniest guys in Ring of Honor.
So, well, could this be the best showmanship, not counting in-ring action, but like nuances, story, entertainment? Could that be the one of the night?
I would say, yeah.
That's what I was hoping you would say. Because between Ricochet with his character and Dalton Castle, we know he's a competent in-ring worker, but he's not God. But if you take a guy that can wrestle half as good as Arn Anderson and give him a character, you've got a winner.
I came in
Yes,
dead
yes, I
last.
said that. Yes, I said that.
I came in dead last, gentlemen.
Okay, well
I
that's
did.
pretty normal lately for you and Phil.
Well, Phil came in third, man, which was really not bad, man. And
You and Phil
uh,
No,
been
you
me.
felt tight.
no, he came in. He came in a point ahead of me because he picked Bandito to win.
I don't know, Josh. It's me and you. Short of that one show Mike won some months back. It's been me and you, bro, all the way.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So
Phil won one
what's
too.
the next up?
The next match was Bandito versus Blake Christian versus Sammy Guevara versus Beast Mortos versus Hechicero versus Commander.
All right. I
I
did
was
not get to see this, but I'm very interested because there's a lot of possibilities. What ifs plus Don Callis family.
well. The way it looked was Hechicero was trying to sway Beast Mortos and Sammy Guevara to come to the Don Callis family.
Mm.
So he helped them win the tag team titles, and Commander was the first out. Then it was Sammy Guevara, then the Beast Mortos, then Blake Christian, then Hechicero.
Mm.
And it was a very, 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 very long and good match.
I'm enjoying the style of storytelling being put in these matches on these RH's cards. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, it was very
Yeah.
good because Blake Christian, after he got put out, he grabbed Bandito's arm and like did the what is it that Becky Lynch does the
Not the top rope arm drag.
no the one the arm breaker where she gets behind you and tries to break
Ah, like she like her disarm or her finisher, but he did it in
this
his
arm.
way.
Yeah, he did it his way. And dude, you talking about something sick? You heard a pop.
He might have popped this. He might have found a way to slap himself where y'all couldn't see to make it sell good. But I like that.
Dude, and Bandito was sitting there writhing in pain, man, holding his shoulder, man, just rolling around, kicking his legs, shaking his head, beating his other arm, dude. I mean, dude, it was really good selling. And he ended up winning the match another 15 minutes after he beat Hechicero. And then after he won, Brody King came out, and then Commander came out to celebrate with him.
So Bandito won.
Bandito won.
Okay, so he retained.
He retained the title. He sure did.
Okay, that was one of my three options, but not what I picked.
No, you went with you and me went with Hechicero.
Okay,
He was the
Phil.
last one.
Yeah, Phil got that one, and John and poor Sammy got knocked out first. So after all of that, where does that set us?
Well, Josh wins with 7.
There you
You
go.
came in second with 6.
Damn
Phil
it, by
came
a
in
point
third.
again.
Yep, and Phil came in third with 5, and I came in dead last with 4. And I was the only one that watched the card. I'm pretty sure Phil watched the card too.
Oh, if he
I
didn't
was
if he
so
didn't
busy.
catch it live, he watched it back. I guarantee. Phil's a what you call it? Not card of honor. He's an honor member. He's an honor club member.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm thinking after what I've heard and read and seen, the few matches I could catch or I could watch free, I think I might be becoming an honor club member because they're putting on good shit.
They really are, dude. It's something to watch. And I will be honestly and tell you, it's probably one of the best shows out there. And me and Ango have a difference of opinion. Like he said, NXT is the best show out there.
No, no, not in modern day at all. They're the
No,
bottom.
Yeah,
it
but
used,
NXT is
it used to
horrible.
be, but not anymore. No.
That whoever told you that, Mike, tell him watch a CMLL show, their cheapest, most basic show that's not a pay per view, and he'll get crushed. NXT is not black and gold days at
he's
all.
talking about American television.
Yeah, well, he's full of it on that too because I probably would rather watch Dynamite than NXT
Well,
or
yeah,
maybe even Raw.
you're a pure wrestling fan. I'm a pure wrestling fan.
Dude, I think I'd rather watch Raw or Dynamite versus NXT, and that's not being a pure wrestling fan. That's how shitty NXT is right now.
Raw was terrible tonight. Did you watch that, Josh?
No. No. I was watching.
Raw is white.
I was watching Jordan lose some stuff on Coleco.
Oh, don't get me started on that, bro. And I wanted that thing so bad.
You
Mike,
wanted
Mike,
a poster?
if Mike would have saw it, he'd have been like, "Oh my god, dude!"
Let
I'm
me
like,
guess. It was the 3D poster of Freddy Krueger.
it's better than that. It was. I thought at first I thought it was tin or aluminum, like a sheet, and the 3D came off with the glove in the nose, like came off the front. But no, this thing was paper, but the attachments felt like cloth and like the glove. And it was by the cassette tape now, the VHS tape, it was for
Was it 3 or 4?
two.
Two.
It was two.
But it
Yeah.
looked good, but there was one little tiny rip and some damage. I had to get out at 70, bro. I had to get out. This one asshole, I had it at 50, and this one asshole kept bidding me. And Chad even said, I don't know how the hell we're going to ship this. I thought to myself, I'm like, in a box with padding and all, but in its own box. But if somebody crushes that box, the sides are fucked up. But Josh watched me. He told me, he said he
I
almost
was
bit.
like, "Oh man, come on, Jordan, you can get this. You can get this." And he said, Chad said finally, Jordan, Jordan's out. And I'm like, "Oh, it was cool. It was at
It
least
was cool. It was one of those. It back in the day would have been what the rent, not even the rent, but the movie places would have had as a promo.
Well,
yeah."
But it wasn't the stand up.
I have a promo more than mighty from Power Rangers one around here somewhere.
And Josh, I wasn't kidding when I said, "Oh, thank God it's not Freddie Mercury," because those teeth scared me way more than Freddie Krueger. I was worried it was gonna be a Freddie. I thought it was gonna be I really thought it was gonna be a Freddie Mercury poster. And when he broke that thing out, and I thought it was tin, and I was like, man, that goes so good on the wall. And then I found out that I'm like, I'm gonna go for it. And I'm like, man, it looks so good. I'm like, boy, if Neil saw this, he shit his pants. I'm like, and then when I saw him touch the glove and all, like 3D, where it's cloth made off the front, I was like, man. But then I was like, this one ass, it's always got to be, bro. When he put,
I saw that. I was gonna bid on it, and then I saw you bid on it. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna bid on it.
when I, whenever something good comes up on there, it's always it's the perfect time because no one's bidding, but there's always one asshole that's got to try to run it up against me. And it's not the same guy, but it's always got to be one. And I'm like, if you just wouldn't be here, you asshole, I would make it look good instead of you throwing it in your man cave in your attic and never looking at it again, you tightwad.
Yeah, there was somebody on there that was bidding on something, and he's about ready to have it. Then all of a sudden, somebody else bidding on it. He's like, damn it, Danny!
That happened to me last week, and dude, Chad begged me twice, don't shoot me in the face. He said it out loud because he knew he fucked up. Because I had that thing for over 5. It was a Judas Priest Turbo, OOG, and he knew I had it for over 5 minutes, and he was talking about a bunch of other crap. Some guy shows up. Oh, I just got on. What's the Priest? Oh, it's at this. Oh, I'll be. I went, oh, fuck. And he went, oh, shit. Jay Neutral just said, he says, please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. That's Chad talking. I'm like, I said, fucking out. Straight up. Fucking out. Not giving you no more money over that. Fucking out. I don't care if it was $2. Fuck you out. And people had just bitched about that the week before and the week before.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fucking out.
Yeah,
I'll go buy it for 28 away from you and give the money to somebody else. Yeah. Fucking out. That was stupid.
Monica got a good deal on a YouTube record this past weekend. We went to Best Buy, and it was originally like $40, and it was out of the wrapper. Cover was all beat to hell. We look on it. There's one little nick on the record and everything, and it's like let's see if we could talk about it. Got at least 15% off.
Well, I tried even harder. I'd have been like, bro, this cover's shit. Then I got Chad to give me a new cover for like $12.50 and put the clean album in there. And that happens, by the way. He'll do that for you. He'll say, "Oh, you need a cover? I can do that for you."
We got spares.
Yeah. No, he'll be like, "I'll order you one. I'll get a discount."
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. He's done it for people for Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd before. I've watched it.
Anybody got anything to show?
Of course, Jordan does. Of course, Jordan does.
Do I have them ready? No. Do I have them in a box? Yes.
I got mine ready, so. Oh
no! Don't put me on. Put Josh on. I'll watch him, and mine's in a box ready to go. I've got weeks of stuff ready to go.
Mine's gonna be quick, so only got like 3 things this week. So I picked up this.
There you go. Well, how much you got it for?
Oh, paid about $35.
It does that doesn't say music. What is the label? The sticker? What kind of pressing is that?
This is new. Let me see if I can.
No, but is it music on vinyl? What's the?
It's not vinyl. It's like a.
No, read the label, dude. The gold label on the front.
Okay, one of the world's best-selling albums of all time. 180-gram heavyweight, black double vinyl. Half-speed master to Abbey Road Studios.
Oh, Abbey Road half-speed master. How much, Josh?
Paid like about $35.
That's more than fair. That's a $40 to $50 record. That's an Abbey Road pressing and double speed half master.
Oh, this is brand new, so this is like
no, that's better than brand new. No, dude, that's a double speed half master. That means the thing is slowed down to put more quality into the out. That's a good thing.
Okay.
And yes, sweet child, I had Freddy Krueger. Where he comes off the poster with the glove, where you could feel the leather and all of. Yes, it existed, and some asshole spent too much.
I picked up this.
He's Jackson. No, he's fat. He's fat. Weird out.
Woo. Michael Jackson bad. I had to pick this up for $7. I had this when I was a kid.
It says $5.99.
Yeah. $6.
Not 7. Not 7. 6. 6. Yeah, a dollar matters, motherfucker.
Well, tax. You got to include tax. So.
Cool. Your tax is $1 on a CD on tape. Cool.
Then I picked this up.
My tax on my meal at Popeyes is 50 cents.
To this day, I have never seen this on DVD. To this day. And I've been looking for this movie for a long time.
The Keep.
Yes.
I have not seen that in forever.
Yeah, basically, from what I remember, basically is World War II era. These Germans found like some ancient relic that was killing the soldiers off, and they had to find some Jewish anthropology or Jewish
archaeologists.
Yeah, to decode what the sayings is on this ancient tablet, and this ancient guardian awakes to go try to prevent them from doing that.
Okay. What if I told you I can find it on DVD for $10.99 or best offer?
Josh is going to say buy it, probably.
Buy it. Merry Christmas to me.
Well, they have it on there for $12.99. Buy it now, free delivery.
Hey, that's worth it. That cuts the tax off.
It's got to be bootleg because I have never.
Dude, here, I'll show it to you. Here, let me show you.
All right.
I can
But
get
yeah,
this.
Josh, you never know when these movie company rights are legally allowed to release shit and other people pick them up. So it's always worth checking, man. You never know. We think bootleg, but you could read sometimes.
See,
Sometimes they get the rights, man.
let's see. Hold on. I dropped a sticker here.
It's worth checking
Oh,
out.
really?
It's worth checking out, dude.
Hmm.
Like give it. I tell you what, Mike sent him the link so he can read the description. He can research if it's all real and all that good. But I mean, there's
I'm
a
buying it
chance.
tonight.
There you go. There you fucking
but
go.
there's a brand new
but for this, I
USA
had to pay
computer
about
for
20 bucks for this.
$20 right there.
Was that VHS?
Nope, that's DVD. Brand new.
Yeah, you got to send him that link. He's getting excited now. You finding him his B movies all redone, all nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you never know when the rights come up, Josh. You see, like the band Dangerous Toys. Chad's
Mhm.
been pushing all those new vinyl. All of a sudden, they only got the rights this year to finally reproduce that. The company only got the rights to do that. And there's a couple other people fighting over like the Badlands albums that's been tied up for forever. Jiggy Lee's been trying for forever to get the rights over, but you got to remember their front man spread that AIDS without telling people and got lawsuits.
Wait, what?
Well, that's a big that's in history books, dude.
For what band?
The Badlands, Jiggy Lee's supergroup.
Oh
The
really?
the front man was one of those people that he had the AIDS and didn't tell people in the late AIDS and spread it around. And there's lawsuits. He's dead today, but too much bad blood and things that happen. You then you got to fight to get the rights over to your own music.
Damn. So no, that's all I got to show. So
All
That's
right,
it.
well I'm getting moving.
Get the moving. Get the moving.
that's all I picked up. I'm waiting on my Calico box that I just purchased. So then I got to pay for another one, and I'm done for the year.
John's like, I'm done.
I'm done for the year. So,
Waiting.
know what we haven't had? A squirrel moment.
We haven't had a squirrel moment tonight. That'll happen tomorrow night.
I got it ready. Had it ready right here the whole time. Actually, that's you know what? I'm gonna have to go into the pet aisle, finally find a little fucking squirrel or something like that.
Find a furry squirrel.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've got my teeth in. I can't do the sound effect right.
Butt scratcher, butt scratcher, butt scratcher,
Butt scratcher.
butt scratcher,
Butt scratcher.
butt scratcher. I love that cartoon.
So the creature is a golem.
Kinda.
I think the protect. God, I haven't watched this movie in so long. I think the protector's like a golem type of deal.
All right. I had a box, but then I realized I showed it to you all last show, so I grabbed the next pile.
The next part.
The next pile.
Yeah, that's how far back I am. But anyway, all right, here we go.
Oh.
We're gonna start with a classic and a personal album for me. This is the second This is the second cassette tape I ever bought, real cassette tape in my life, and I bought this on CD. I bought other versions. I've waited. I waited. I waited. This is a 1981 year it came out, a UK pressing. This thing sells for $45. I paid $22.50. But this is a great one for me. This is Rush Exit Stage Left, the second live album from the second era.
You can't go wrong with that right there, J Man.
I played the shit out of this tape so much as a kid with me and my cousins playing poker. We were 10, 11 years old, and that I broke 3 boxes and had to put it in a new tape box. I broke the plastic and had to keep putting it in. That's how much we played, and I still have the tape to this day. But this is the best version. I don't care what anybody says. This is the best version of Tom Sawyer ever, and the best version of A Passage to Bangkok. and I think the best version of Xanadu you will ever, and Red Barchetta.
I
I
don't know
think
about Xanadu. I don't know about Xanadu, but I agree with the other ones. I don't know about Xanadu.
I think this is the best Xanadu they ever. I've seen Xanadu live. I think this is the best Xanadu, the best Red Barchetta, the best Tom Sawyer by miles is the heaviest, and the best fucking Passage to Bangkok rules. So it makes the 2112 one sound like a pussy. This one is so nasty. And I'm saying about Rush, so that just shows you something. All right, let's move on. All right. Josh is going to get excited here because we're getting into more of my metal stuff with a couple of miscellaneous. But first, I'll show this. Yes, I had to pay $30 for it, but it's an OG. We went Tres Hombres, ZZ Top.
Oh, nice.
Which, in case you don't know, this is Waiting for the Bus. Jesus Just Left Chicago. Beer drinkers and hellraisers. Fucking Lagrange. Have you heard all of that's on this one? This is considered one of ZZ Top's 70s best. Like before the Eliminator, before the pop era. This is considered like one of their best. Old school. All right. I told Josh I'd do him some metal, so here we go. Yeah.
Here we go. What you
This
got?
is
What you got?
not everybody's favorite album from this modern metal band. Yes, me with a modern metal band. Who'd have thunk it? But my favorite album from this modern metal band.
Oh,
Mm,
ooh.
Neither one of y'all know who that is.
Mm-mm.
I can't see
good.
the
That is. It doesn't have a name. That's Gojira Magma.
Oh, okay.
Gojira.
That's good.
Gojira.
Yeah, that's Gojira right there. That to me,
I
this one's
You do know what the day is, though, right, gentlemen? Y'all do know what the day is, right?
me conquering the world yet again for the 55th time.
No, it's an anniversary.
Oh,
Dave
that
Dimebag
is a
got-
good, great anniversary. When I win, it's always good.
Dimebag
No,
Girl
it's,
passed away.
Dime Day.
Oh yeah, that did it. Yeah, that was one of the things today. That is true.
Dime Lennon. No, I know what? I'm going to share it because it's Dime Lennon.
Yes,
John
it
Lennon
is.
died
It
today.
is. Yes, John Lennon did die. This is the same day. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Mike, I'm going to make you happy right here. And this is a modern release. This is something Mike would probably want. I'm going to show you this, and you're not going to know what the fuck this is, and I'm going to tell you. This was just released, re-released, brand new, and I'm going to show this. And this is called a chess record. Now, you might say, what the fuck is that? You want to know what it is, Mike?
Yeah.
This is a 2 LP collection of artists such as Muddy Waters, Little Water, Holland Wolf, Chuck Berry, Lowell Fusion, Etta James, fucking John Lee Hooker, Bo Diddley, Billy Stewart, Buddy Guy, Chuck Berry, Otis Rush. This is like all blues classics.
That's awesome.
This is women and men blues classics. The real ones. I mean, I could read the back for you. The story of Chess Records is the story of American popular music in the second half of the 20th century. Best known for capturing the sound of rural acoustic blues, filtered through the electric sounds of Chicago's South Side, and releasing some of the earliest rock and roll singles. Chess has also built a deep catalog of R&B and soul recordings. The legacy of Chess Records endures more than 75 years later. Let's Play Chess, a Chess Records anthology, presents 25 of the label's best and some of the most important thrilling records to be found on any label.
Yeah, Muddy Waters was from Chicago.
Yep.
Well, Chicago is a blues home, man. Like it's not everybody. Some people might think New Orleans. Chicago is one of the first,
Yeah.
and this is full of Chicago artists. I mean, on the back shows you all four of those bubbles show you the women and men on there, but it's all through history. And I was just like, man, 75 years of 25 classic recordings, you know. And there's also commentary on here, like an A&E documentary. So I was like, yeah, all right. Let me see what we got. Oh, okay, Josh, you're gonna. I don't know how much you're gonna know this band. We're back to your department. How about some cheap tankard?
Oh, what?
How about some cheap tankard?
I
No,
have
I haven't.
no idea who that is.
You don't know tank or tankard?
Nope.
All right. Well, anyway, it was sealed. It's thrash metal. But it was 30. I got it for 20, and it's on blue vinyl. It's on Nuclear Blast. That should tell you something, Josh.
Okay.
Anyway, I was like, give me that. I can do myself a little cheap bonus.
Well, I got some of that cheap thrash metal coming too.
Yeah, and then speaking of cheap, I got this.
Dying fetus. Yes.
I missed the other classic old one. I couldn't get it. This is 23 and 23 Pool of Blood colored vinyl, unopened. It was 30. I'm pretty sure I got it for 20. This was that metal sale that's still going. And just to make everybody happy, I don't know if you got this one on vinyl, Josh, but
Slayer.
Price Illusion.
yeah.
Yeah.
With the bonus song. That was not on the original release.
I got that on CD.
You have the previously unreleased Final Six plus the alternate version of Black Serenade.
Probably, I probably do. I got the latest CD, so
Probably is very iffy, bro.
I don't know. I'll have to go get up and go look.
Anyway,
But I do got the only one I was really after album wise out of Slayer is Seasons in the Abyss, and I got it coming.
I just ordered it. He had them for sale. I was the third guy when he had two left, and I already have it. That's it.
I claimed, yeah. After he gave you one, I was like, I claimed the next one.
Well, I was on a waiting list for a week, but you know the sad thing, those things went for like $24 before we claimed them. You're looking at $38.
Yeah, I know.
But that's what the average 37.99, 36 is the average price of flip. But by the way, that Christ Illusion, I did not pay that. I didn't get much cheaper, but I got it for 34. Hey, every little bit I can save, I'll do, you know. But
Excuse me.
look, that's enough for y'all for this week. Y'all can wait on the rest I have and more to come.
Okay.
That means you fans, you will wait. You will wait because I said you will. You will wait.
So,
You.
all right, it is midnight.
Yes, yeah, it's poster time on Coleco, by the way. He's doing posters for cheap, so we got to get moving.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching Ringside Rants,
You're doing life wrong, brother.
Damn,
yeah, you're doing life wrong.
We got to get that
And-
man some lung cleaner.
We're not just food to eat. We're not just food to keep your nourishment and then you keep your well balanced meals and everything. You say your vitamins and eat your prayers and say your vitamins, or what is it? Say your prayers, eat your vitamins. We're also
Better than fried onion rings.
Food for years, baby.
Better than fried onion rings, and that's hard to beat because I buy 18. None for you, all for me.
And of course, Jordan.
Yeah.
What's
Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, you see that? Yeah. That's mine. That's mine. Yeah, that's mine. Yeah, mine. You know why? Because mine's mine. But you might not even realize it. Yours is mine too.
Anybody have a fun fact for this evening?